Ladies and gentlemen, it's a warm welcome to Lambert Park, Leichhardt. This round 29 clash of the NPL New South Wales men's competition. As we see the Waratah Cup champions, APIA Leichhardt, host Hills United. We've got this with you on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. And don't go away from this channel tonight. It's promising to be a fantastic game. APIA can clinch home semi-final with victory, whilst Hills United need to climb off the bottom of the ladder, 2 points adrift of second last position with only 2 weeks to play. As we see both sets of players say hello to each other, and once they do that, we'll run through tonight's lineups for you. Firstly, to the visiting side, Hills United, they line up like this. In goals, number 1, Ryan Wood. Number 5, Daniel Pitkovsky. Number 8, Maki Petratos. Number 9, Yuo Kubo. Number 11, Anthony Frangi. Number 12, Jordan Lane. Number 22, Byron Dimi Petratos. Number 13, Cam Philp. And number 26, Tommy Mako. Whilst their bench looks like this, number 20, Thomas Lopez. 24, Sunday Yana. 7, Wade Juvenali. 14, Samuel O'Connor. And reserve keeper number 21, Emlyn Cross. Ryan Wood, of course, is the skipper tonight for Hills. They are coached by Luke Castley. And for APIA Leichhardt, 3 changes to that starting side. Defeated Rockdale 3-0 to claim their 6th Waratah Cup midweek. They line up like this. In goals, number 20, Alexander Parks. Back 4, right to left. 23, Dakota Askew. Number 15, the skipper, Temba Matamalo, alongside Michael Kudo in the heart of defence. Number 16 is Sean Simmons as your left wing back. Holding midfielder, Maxim Kasalovic, number 29. Midfield 4 of Jack Stewart on the right. Jack Armstrong and Eddie Caspers are your central midfielders. Rory Jordan on the left, number 11. And up top, Ben Gibson on the bench. So Kambayashi, Evan Davis, Alex Denmead, Nicholas Azone, Anthony Sparacino, Jared Massarola. They are coached by the one and only Franco Parisi. Today's referee, Kelly Jones. The assistants, Cam Wright, Joshua Kermond, and Isabella Mosson will be your 4th official. As we wait for play to kick off, and we have kick-off underway. Hills United running from right to left as Petkovsky sends the ball forward. Here's Dimi Petratos. Back to Ginn. And they'll play the ball all the way back to Ryan Wood. Give up APIA an early opportunity to press higher up the park. As Wood sends it forward up towards Akubo. Michael Kuda there just nods it into the path of Sean Simmons. Tries to play Rory Jordan down that narrow corridor. And will be Cam Philp with the throw for Hills United as he looks to send it up towards Akubo. Eddie Caspers there just nodding it back out, so Hills still in possession. There's Maki Petratos over there with the throw for Kubo. Surrounded by maroon shirts, and they come away with it through Jack Armstrong. There's Jack Stewart under pressure from Anthony Frangi. They go narrow through the middle third, and opportunity now for APIA to counter. Here's Ben Gibson. And Matt Trace there at the back. He comes away with it. Referee says play on. Ben Gibson makes it 1-0 for APIA Leichhardt. Well, Byron Ginn looking for a foul. Ben Gibson, strong as ever, gets another one for the season. And they're up and running early here at Lambert Park inside the first 2 minutes. APIA Leichhardt 1, Hills United 0. Well, they're still remonstrating with the referee, Hills United, but it won't do them any good. APIA setting the tone early, their first counter. Calmly slotted away by the youngster, Ben Gibson. Nothing that Ryan Wood could do. Ben Gibson, that's his 18th of the season. What a great goal tally he's been for Franco Parisi. They've had great number 9s before him. He's certainly set the tone this year. Of course, before Tasuka Sakia, Jordan Murray, another of the great number 9s they've had at this club, and Ben Gibson with his 18th. Matamala there. Cuts that one out ahead of Frangi. Still with Hills, and Petratos happy to watch it go over on the far side. And APIA can clear through Kudan. Play's gone straight down there. As referee Kelly Cross checks on the well-being of the Hills player. What a fabulous start for Franco Parisi's side. He said at the top of the show, their 6th Waratah Cup trophy raised midweek against Rockdale Lillenden. Comprehensive 3-0 victory. And Netstrata Jubilee, and a healthy crowd there to watch that one. Fans still streaming in here. Big game tonight for them. A win will see them secure a home finals berth ahead of the final round. Remains to be seen whether Franco Parisi will rest some players with that Wednesday semi-final following round 30. But they've started the way in fantastic fashion. Kasalovic for Caspers. They're looking to play out, and here's Jordan now. Gibson there just trying to find some space. Some yellow shirts around him, so they play short. Armson on for Simmons. Plays that one out over the sideline. Philp with the throw. Hill on its way. Kubo there. Just can't get there ahead of Kuda. It's APIA in possession, but Tommy Mako now in the heart of the midfield trying to win it back. They do so. And as the ball's whipped in, and it was Dimi Petratos that time. Askew for Stewart, and they're going to get pegged in, and they'll try and play their way out of trouble here, APIA. Askew down the line looking for Armson. And it's Lockie Sepping with the interception there. Sepping there for Mako. Frangie now ahead of Askew. Sepping again. That fancy feet that you'll see throughout this game. Lockie Sepping. Trados there. It's dispossessed. Good bustling work in the centre of the park there from Tommy Mako. Here's Maki Petratos for Philp, and they'll play it back to Ginn, and Sepping comes near, looking for the ball. And that space is closed down, so it has to go all the way back to Wood, who shifts it across to the left, now finding Daniel Petkovsky, the former Rockdale skipper. Over the half he goes, plays it forward. Frangie comes away with it. Dispossessed there by Armstrong, still with Hills now. Trados is looking to get him behind, but well read by Mwatamala. Can they turn defence into attack? Jordan Lane tracking back. Did ever so well to win the ball back for Hills that time as Ginn shifts it across to Phil. Petratos. First time for his brother. And opportunity now for Dimi Petratos. Just showed too much of the ball there to Mwatamalo. He's got the stitches out midweek. 7 or 8 stitches from the previous week. Saw him on the bench in the Waratah Cup final, but skipper tonight with the suspension of Adrian Uccino, who received 2 yellows in that final. Mako, pressed there by Armson, gets around him, and over the top he's looking for Okubo. Maitamalo, ever alert as always, wins it back for APIA. And Rory Jordan on the far side, the former Wanderers Youth Academy skipper. Looking to take a quick throw, but referee Kelly Jones says the ball will be with Hills for this one. Just joining us, early goal to APIA in the opening 2 minutes. Ben Gibson beat the offside trap and showed too much strength for the heart of the Hills defence. Calmly slotted it past Ryan Wood for his 18th of the campaign. Back to Parks, and Kubo with a little bit of press there, not enough, but made it easy to get him across to Askew. Here's Jack Stewart. Cuts inside. Jordan Lane tracks with him, but they lose the right-hand side, and it's Caspers now. 1v1 Petkovsky. Tries to corral it back into the path of Stewart, and they can clear to safety now. Hills. Sepping. Gibson comes back, but can't win the ball back, and Hills will play out now through Jordan Lane. Frangie dropping deep just to get some touches early. Again, not a lot going forward. APIA with that middle third well and truly blocked at the moment. A shift across to the right looking for Petratos, and Simmons will keep it in. Armson for Jordan. Rory under press, gives it away. Hills come away with it in centre of the park now. Frangie, first time again, looking for Akubo. Kuda and Maitamalo combining well just to stifle that opportunity for Hills. Askew plays it infield for Kasalovic, and Kasalovic has Jordan to his left. That's where he goes. Simmons can overlap on that left-hand sideline. Decides going that way and tries to zing the ball across to Jack Stewart, who couldn't keep it in. Petratos for Lane. Dispossessed by Stewart. Fancy feet. Stewart still going. Sepping comes across. Jack Stewart still going away. Looking for a run from Gibson. Slides it in behind. Gibson first time in for Stewart. Can he get there? He's still there. He plays it out to Jordan. And he can't keep his shot low there, Rory Jordan. With wonderful football there from APIA Leichhardt. Set up well and truly by Jack Stewart. The cutback from Gibson to Stewart to Jordan. Just the final product lacking there from Rory Jordan. They're looking dangerous in transition, as they did last Wednesday, claiming that Waratah Cup. Later, the Duck Manthans tuning in tonight. My final call, calling NPL New South Wales men's. And there'll be plenty that I'll thank throughout the call tonight in this one. It's been a wonderful ride over the last 20 or so years. Here's Stewart. Casper's there. He's isolated 2 defenders, but Stewart's there to help. Slides it in behind. Wood saw the danger looming, off his line quickly. Ahead of Gibson. Petratos, infield for his brother. Stimi Petratos fouled in the centre of the park from Kasalovic, so relieving free kick for Hills just inside Apia's half. An opportunity now for them to mount some pressure. A must-win game for them tonight if they keep themselves up from relegation this year. Frenzy with a shot, and why not from there? Straight to Alexander Parks. He'll play it comfortably down. Kuda, who's made his way up to that left-hand side for Simmons. Camfield ball over him, plays it off him last. Looking for the quick throw. Petratos, infield ball. Salovic working hard, maintaining possession for Apia. Armson, first time, trying to find Jack Stewart, but straight to Lane. Direct ball through the middle third. Akubo. Look for Petratos, and there's a foul there. The referees saw the foul in the back there from Sean Simmons on Dimi Petratos. So nice set piece opportunity now for Hills United. We promised an entertaining game, and we're certainly going to get that tonight. Apia with a win will solidify a home finals game in a week and a half's time. Hills United must win for them if they're to survive NPL football this year. 2 points adrift to the second last side, but they can jump in front with a win tonight. Maki Petratos stands over the ball. Referee happy with it, 10 yards. Alexander Parks has his wall set. 4-man wall for Apia. Up steps Petratos. Into the wall it goes. They did their job there, but second ball still with Hills United. Petratos doubling up over the back. They nodded in, looking for Frangie. Comes off Askew, and Askew can play to safety now for Apia. Crisis averted that time. Armson, plenty of space in front of him. Rolls it out to Stewart, who has ample space himself. Jordan Lane in front of him, looks to take him on again, cuts infield. Always dangerous when you're cutting infield. You chop the wrong side of the defender. The defender's always looking for you to go to the outside. Much easier to beat the player on the inside, and Stewart's had some success already in this one. Askew with the throw for Apia, deep inside Hills half. Stewart plays the 1-2. Askew does well to keep it in. And they'll roll it back to Armson, who in turn finds Maitamala, the skipper, sporting the headband tonight. Lane first time downfield. Kuda there, and he'll play it all the way back to Parks. He can peel to the Parks' left. Again, a rising ball, but Simmons, cool as you like, chests it down for Kuda. Plenty of space there to work with. It was that time for Sean Simmons to decide what he wanted to do. Rory Jordan now for Apia. Goes down that narrow left-hand sideline. Tracked across by Philp. Looks to get around him. Has to stay on his feet. Looks to cut it back for Jack Stewart, and the block there from Jordan Lane. Well, he did well there, Rory Jordan. Found Jack Stewart, but the block there from Jordan Lane. Vital for Hills United. Ryan Wood was coming across, probably had strong hands on it. Better to get the block in. That's what Jordan Lane did that time. Hard-working left wing back Jordan Lane is for Hills United. He's impressed me this year, calling multiple games for them over the season. Frangie there, jostling with Jack Armson. Sepping on the ball. Closed down by Gibbs, so plays Ginn. Ginn, first time for Kubo. Again, straight to Waitamala. They hand over cheap possession to APIA, and you don't want to do that against this APIA side who can counter with the best of them in the league. Askew turning like a ballerina in that centre of the field. Now Sean Simmons, eyes up. Sees what's ahead of him. Plays direct. And Kaspers can get around Ginn, but Ginn just got a foot there, but they're still with the ball now. Petkovsky cuts off Gibson. Looking to play out. Up towards Petrados. And Dimi Petrados holds it up. Mako rides the challenge of Armson. Philp over the top once again. Okubo chests it down. Dimi Petrados couldn't keep that one in on the far side, so it will be an APIA throw midway in Hills United's half. Simmons now for Kasalovic. Just plays the 1-2. Kasalovic pills infield. First time ball from Kaspers, looking for Jordan. Well read by Philp. Send it out of danger. Parks, the youngster, able to get that one past Anthony Frangie, and Dakota Askew, the former Blacktown City Championship winner, on the ball now for APIA. The number 23, Armson. First time, you can see hold the ball. They want to hold the ball and try and find an opening. Almost finding that narrow opening. Jack Stewart, who had Ben Gibson as well as Armson, looking for the runs. Jordan. Simmons just stinks it forward for Kaspers. Again, well with a challenge. Had to be desperate, and he was. Sepping. A diagonal ball falling for Hills United. Petrados now. Maki Petrados out wide to Philp. Philp plays Okubo, and they have Frangie in the centre of the park looking for handball. Did it come off the arm of Michael Kuda? Referee confers with the linesman on the far side, Cam Wright, and he says no, play on. Gibson with the throws. Players make their way back downfield, so they'll hold possession in the middle and wait to get their shape back in order. Kaspers for Stewart. Very condensed middle third at the moment. Stewart goes around lane, face ball across. He was looking for Armson. Gibson was there at the back post. Couldn't get enough angle on it. Would be remiss of me not to mention a few special people tonight. My final call, almost 20 years doing this job. Murray Rossetti and the APIA team for giving me the opportunity almost 20 years ago as a ground announcer, which then allowed me to transition into commentary. Over the years, it's been a fantastic ride. Mark Stavroulakis, the best media manager in the world, having complete trust and faith in me for allowing me to do one of my loves and passions for many years. Also we'll come back to that. Eddie Kaspers now, Gibson on the run. Kaspers goes alone, still going. Eddie Kaspers tries to get onto his right. Final touch off him is going to be a goal kick. Also to the many number of coaches, players, officials, clubs, friends that I've made over the year, lifelong friends. It's a wonderful game. Football's gave me some great rides, allowed me to call A-League men's and women's and grand finals. Also Socceroo World Cup qualifiers and Matildas, places I never dreamt of being as a youngster. And also to my wife and kids, Rachel and Isaac and Charlotte and Thomas, a big thank you for your support over the years. It'd be nice to spend some more time with you guys in the coming years. I won't be lost. I'll still be around the grounds. But just, you won't hear my dulcet tones from week to week, but greatest job in the world, calling something you love. So thank you to all the team, all the people who have played a big part over the years, my supporters, friends, always tuning in. Never perfect, but always trying to be perfect. Can always be better. The ball over the top now for Kubo. Kuda's very strong. He's going to see that one out, and Hills players saying that's the last touch was off him, but Futsaru there just shepping it out ahead of Akubo. It's a different looking centre halves pairing tonight. Josh Simmons with that dislocation out. At the moment, Kuta slotting in there. Maitamalo coming back. Stitches out and all. Good to see some of the old APIA boys part of that Waratah Cup win. They were around in the last time they won that in 2019. Ball in now, looking for Kubo with a header. Well, he tried to find the far corner there, Kubo. Beautiful ball in from Petratos. Just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. Dangerous from Hills, and APIA will need to be alert on that one. Teams can transition so quickly in this level. Opportunities for some people to really raise their hands tonight for Hills. Petkowski leaves it for Lane and he's going to call for it, but Gibson saw that and made his way across. Kubo. Lane first time over the top. Frangie there ahead of Maitamalo. Maitamalo's strong, and Frangie's going to have to try and go around him and use his strength. And good luck trying to outmuscle Temple Maitamalo, the skipper tonight for APIA. Just joining us, an early goal to Ben Gibson inside the first 2 minutes. The difference between the two sides at the moment. Benny Gibson's 18th of the season, the former Sydney FC youngster. Ball over the top now, looking for Petratos. Kuta there with the strong header, but it's still with Hill, stepping in the middle of the park. Akubo shifts it out to Philp. Philp there gets the block, but the second ball back somehow ends up with APIA. Simmons, the back heel down the line. He's unhappy with himself, Sean Simmons. Not only a stalwart, but one of the greats of APIA Leichhardt, him and his brother for many years, Josh. And Sean, wonderful family. You build clubs around people like that. The camaraderie they have in the sheds, the banter. Here's Frangie. Nowhere to go there. Has to play back to Sepping. You can always tell how a side's going based on the banter with the players. And APIA, one of the best in the league, have been for a number of years. Such a strong, knitted unit. Plenty around. As Franco Parisi likes to say, always trying to play sexy football. And they showed what they could do in the cup final. They're a side looming into the finals. No one will want to play. Because on their day, they can open up the best of the sides. And what a great finals series looms. Top six back again this year. Any number of the six sides on their day can knock off each other. Just mentioned APIA. They knocked off all the top four sides on their way to Waratah Cup glory. They beat Marcania, beat Blacktown, and beat Rockdale. So they won't fear anyone. Probably been the closest, best competition in my time, and been around the league for about 20 years. It's going to be one of the great final series. Everything live and exclusive on Football New South Wales YouTube channel. If you can, get out to the game, support your team. The greater the numbers, the greater the football, the more you lift your team. You don't realise it at the time, but the players love playing in front of their friends and family and fans alike. Creating that atmosphere. The celebrations mean even more so. As Parks plays it to Maitamalo. Askew. Infield ball. Had to be quick there. Caspers was quick, but couldn't get it out to Armson. Kubo. Maitamalo again like an ox. Pushes him back towards the halfway line. I'll have to reset. Hills United. Through Ginn. Out to Philp. Heavy first touch, but unable to skip back infield of Rory Jordan. Sepping dropping deeper now, and the switch across to the left. Good vision to find Ginn, and peeling out to the left is Anthony Frangie, but Ginn's up towards the 18-yard box, looking to get it to Kubo, trying to twist and turn. Double team there, ball across the face of goal. It's a perfect ball in. Maki Petratos just a couple of yards away from tapping that one in and restoring parity here at Lambert Park. Michael Cooter now, the outball straight to Cam Philp. They're pegged in at the moment, APIA. Petrados. Philp over the top. The cutback now again. APIA looking to send it to safety, and they play it calmly out. Stewart again with Jordan Lane. We're going to see a lot of this hustle from both players tonight. Lane getting back. Petkovsky plays it to Tommy Mako, who slipped, and Kaspers came away with it. Here's Jordan now. Heavy first touch. Gin away. Only as far as Simmons. APIA this time can mount some pressure. Jordan overlapping his Simmons, can measure his ball in, cuts it back, looking for Stewart, finds a deflection. Jack Stewart makes it 2. APIA Leichhardt get 2. The home side lead 2-0 at Lambert Park. Well, it was wonderful football from APIA Leichhardt. Fortuitous in the end with a deflection, but Jack Stewart had to be there. Gets goal number 12 of his campaign. Former Mount Druitt Town Ranger, hasn't he been one of the buys of the season? Last couple of years coming across. Perennial Team of the Week player, Jack Stewart, number 12, if you don't mind. Well, if it was a tall mountain for Hills to climb today, it's just gotten bigger. Trailing 2-0. APIA with their tails up. Still plenty of time left in this one. But you figure if they are to concede a third, it will kill the game off. There's plenty of minutes, but APIA is the sort of side that can score 5-6 goals once they hum along. Here's Sepping. Cuts inside. Tries to get past Kasalovic. Nice tackle there from Maxim Kasalovic, the former Central Coast Mariner. The dink over the top for Armson. They can play to the left now. Plenty of space. Jordan saw the danger. Got there first. Kept possession. Kasalovic. And Maxim there just stands on the ball looking to pry Kubo towards him. And Kuda now direct through the middle third. Jordan overlapping his Simmons. Whips that one in, looking for Armson. Well read by Petkovsky, and he had to be there. Would have been a tap in for Jack Armson. We're all singing off the same hymn sheet at the moment. The APIA players. Tails up. Much different looking side. They played in that 5-1 loss last week to Sydney FC. And they've continued on from where they left off on Wednesday. Here's Dakota Askew. Frangie goes down. Referee says there was an infringement there from the number 23 for APIA. Not a lot in it. Could have gone either way, but this time it went with Hills. Petkovsky sends it forward. Askew strong. Second ball with Hills though. They turn it over. Under pressure there, Kaspers turned right into Sepping, who was on his skates to win back possession there. Lockie Sepping, and it's Hills now through Wood. Sends it forward. Looking for Petrados, and Dimmy's twisting and turning. Sean Simmons all over him. Like a cheap shoot in Chinatown. They come away with it though. Kaspers direct for Gibson. Maybe a little too early the release of Petkovsky's arm there, and the referee said play on, but somehow APIA back in possession. They're going to win the free kick this time. Daniel Petkovsky couldn't help himself. Came in with a second offering. And it's going to be a free kick to APIA. I'll send through the aerial prowess of the defence. Namely Askew and Maitamalo. Stewart good in the air as well as Gibson. They're all there. Looking for the inviting ball in. Armson plays it short for Simmons, and a good Change of free kicks there. Simmons just couldn't get his foot low enough to keep that one in, and bit of variation there from Franco Parisi, and why not? You're 2-0 up. Last couple of weeks of the regular season. Good time to try things leading into the finals. Will Gotts with you on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel tonight. My final call, calling NPL New South Wales men's, and what a blast it's been over the last 20 years. Can't thank everyone enough for the support, friends and family, and everyone alike. I've met many people that I now call great friends I would never have met during my course of travels. Calling something that I've had a love and passion for a number of years. The greatest game in the world, football. He's up here now through Armson. Jordan. Just couldn't get that one to Stewart. Lane. Kubo. Again, Maitamalo like a gazelle out of the centre of the defence. Wins it back. They turn it over. Tommy Mako now rides the challenge of Jordan. Jordan stays away. Didn't want to give up a yellow card there, potentially for a foul. He's Petratos, and it's Maki Petratos in for Kubo. To do that one straight into the arms of Alexander Parks comfortably for APIA. Of course, no Bazanis tonight. A well-earned rest for him. Gives the opportunity of Alexander Parks to get some first-team football in this APIA men's starting lineup. Here he is now, Parks. Cool as you like. Whips it across to Kuda. Long ball forward for Gibson. And Byron Ginn there just sending that one into the backyard of the house behind us, or in front of us. Good luck getting that ball back from that family. Here's Sepping. They're not cheap, the balls the men use. 180, 190 bucks a pop. Might see Samuel Barletta running around, or Butcherelli there. Here's Gibson. Lane breaks that one up. Again, they go direct. Armson, Gibson through the middle third. They've got that reward early on. And Ben Gibson strong through the middle. Held off Byron Ginn and was able to slot it calmly past Ryan Wood in the goal for Hills. He's locking Sepping. Cepino as he's known. Frangie. Two former Marconi players playing together this year here at Hills with a mid-season transfer of Lockie Sepping from Nepean. Wonderful talent. Lockie Sepping. Over the top for Gibson, and Wood's there, but it's going to skip off the Lambert Park synthetic straight to Wood, who had to clear to safety straight on. Here's Petratos now. Can transition, Frangie. Petratos to the outside, and that's Maki. Sean Sims going to get a yellow card, so Simo the first yellow tonight in the book of Kelly Jones. Not sure if it was for the foul for remonstrating with the referee. And he's been called out by Kelly Jones, and he's saying, sorry, ref. Realises he's got a yellow. And he's going to be on his best behaviour, Sean, from here on in, you'd think. I think the message is loud and clear from Kelly Jones. 13 and a half, just under to play in his first half. Hills, can they pull one back? Cepino or Lockie Sepping over the ball. Goes near post, looking for the header. Petkovsky comes off. Maitamalo last. So Sepping will make his way across to the far side and whip this one in once again. See if there's a way past Alexander Parks. Petratos goes short. Simmons wasn't awake to that, so he can measure far post balling. No one there. Everyone went near post. Michael Kuda read it well. Left central defender. Plays Askew away. Petkovsky there. Pulls him down, and he's going to get a yellow card. Daniel Petkovsky will plays it tough and on the edge. He's got a yellow, and he's going to get a second yellow. Daniel Petkovsky. Well, Kelly Jones has given Daniel Petkovsky his marching orders. A second yellow card. what appears to be for descent. Hills reduced to 10. Well, trailing 2-0, approaching half-time, final 10 minutes. If they were at base camp before, this one has turned into Mount Kosciuszko for Hills United. APIA, if opportunity looms in this one, they'll play the extra man and they'll do it so well. Here's Simmons. They'll try and keep as much of the ball as they can now. Caspers for Jordan. First time ball in, far post looking. Jack Stewart couldn't wrap his foot around the ball there. Rory Jordan walks back in disgust. Done a wonderful job, APIA and Mario City and the board, re-energising this squad. Experience and youth, some of the best fine young talent in the state. Look at the players they've got now, the youngsters coming in. Gibson, Jordan, Caspers, Kasalovic. Segredo as well, he's not playing tonight. Sepping. Petratos. Twisting, turning. Dimi Petratos still in possession for Hills. They'll have to take their chances. Maybe not towards the back end of this first half, but needing a result. They'll have to play for a result in the second half. If they're to get something out of this one. The ball in, beautiful ball it was from Lane, looking for Petratos. Just couldn't head that into his path. Michael Kuta sees it go over the goal line for a goal kick. Final 10 minutes of the first half here at Lambert Park. APIA Leichhardt 2. Leading Hills United 0. Here's Stewart. Gibson just checks his line and run, and he did well there, Ben Gibson, but he couldn't play him. The ball had closed down. Again, the reverse ball back. Well read by Lane. Petratos for Lane. Progress scores from around the ground. Sutherland Sharks 0, trailing St George City 1. So St George City, with the win tonight, confirms their spot in finals. Of course, Sutherland, one of the sides at the bottom of the competition, looking to survive. Currently in third last on goal difference on 26 points. Sydney in 15th on 26 and Hills on 24. So Hills, if they lose tonight, they're going to need to win next week against Blacktown City and rely on the sides in front of them to lose their games if they're to stay up. Caspers, Stewart saying, yes, play me. He's happy to slow things down. Kasalovic for Simmons. As Hills United drop deeper. Ball in. The intended target was Gibson. Jack Stewart a little too deep, couldn't get there. Lane with the throw. Frangie. Caspers does well. Uses his body, wins it back. Here's Dakota Askew now. From White to Marlow. Again, they slow things down. They play at their pace, APIA. Petratos with some pressure there in that middle of the park. Kuta does well. Caspers using the numbers at the moment, APIA. Just joining us. Hills United reduced to 10 with the double booking, the send-off only moments earlier of Daniel Petkovsky. Kasalovic breaks down that transition. So they'll reset APIA now. Numbers behind the ball. Philp with the throw on the far side. Cameron Philp. Okubo. Petratos. Back to Okubo. Again, just pushed off the ball there. Strong strength from Eddie Caspers. Stewart now for APIA. Cuts inside. Stewart looks to get around Sepping. He's run out of ideas, but he's going to try and shift the ball across to Dakota Askew. Nice first touch. Askew tries to get it onto his left. Tommy Mako comes across, and just a tug of the shirt there from Dakota Askew, and he says, thanks for the ball, Rory. Sorry, mate. Hills will get this opportunity now from free kick deep in their half to go forward again in possession. Philp. Again, nice vision from Sepping. Jordan goes down after that challenge. Play on, says the referee, and we'll keep an eye on Rory Jordan at the moment, clutching at his foot. And Cam Philp does the right thing. Good sportsmanship from the number 13 for Hills. Plays it out. Will allow referee Jones to check on his well-being. He'll stay down, and maybe an opportunity for Michael Swan, the physio for APIA. He's there on the sideline, you can see, with the fourth official, Isabella Mosson, whether to come on or not. But Jordan gets to his feet, albeit gingerly. So he'll take his place. His final 6.5 minutes of the first half. Won't be too much of time added on, you would think, but APIA in the driver's seat at the moment, and they do the right thing and give the ball back to Hills. Game on once again here at Lambert Park. Round 29 action of the NPL New South Wales men's. We've got this with you on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. On my final time tonight. Glad to have you joining and tuning in from wherever you are watching around the world. Some games underway. We'll touch on those. Of course, some games looming tomorrow. Has a massive benefit on how the final 6 plays out. Here's Jordan still going. 1, 2. The block there, but it's a lucky Sepping fighting, twisting and turning inside the 18-yard box. Great composure from the number 16. No target up front. So APIA press once again. They've got the numbers. Looking to find the third, perhaps the nail before half-time in the coffin. Askew, Gibson. Youngster plays it infield for another one in Kaspers. Kasalovic. Possession football now from the home side. Jordan. Gibson drops. Jordan goes around. Looks to go down. Looking for the penalty. Referee says no. Shoulder to shoulder play on. But they'll have to play out of danger now. Petrados, cool as you like for Mako, who'll send it forward. Up towards Akubo. Gets the knot on, but Maitamalo there and can play it all the way back to Parks. Get caught out now, and Kubo just unlucky there, just with a trailing foot. Gives away the free kick, and Hills were in transition mode. Called back. Play on. Beautiful day has been for those of you in and around or not in Sydney. After some horrible weather last night. Perfect 21, 22 degrees and a beautiful spring, almost spring. Winter's evening here at Leichhardt. Stewart. Again cutting infield. Trying to get the other side of the defender. And might go forward. Off Maitamalo. Heavy. That first touch. Anthony Frangi wants to take it quickly. Goes to the ball boy. The APIA player. I want it quickly. Kelly Jones going to give Maitamalo a yellow. There's going to be a few yellows tonight. You would think that's not going to be the last, but the second for APIA. Sean Simmons getting one for them earlier. And of course, the double booking to Daniel Pitkovsky that saw him see red. And into the sheds for an early shower in this first half. Jordan Lane. Looking for Kubo. Headed away by Kuda. Simmons. What a player he's been, the former NPL Men's Player of the Year, Sean Simmons. Still got some gas in those legs of his. Player you can always rely upon. Some of the seasoned players always giving their maximum. Here's Jack Stewart now. Inside, outside, which way is he going? Cuts it back, looking for Kaspers, can shift across to Rory Jordan. Jordan, well, he thought Simmons was going to be overlapping. He's now there. Sean Simmons dinks it far post, looking for Stewart. Falls to Stewart. Again, 1v1 Lane, cuts inside, onto his left, goes near post, and got down quickly there, Ryan Wood. To snuff that one out. It's been a good battle, this one. Stewart up against Lane. Kubo again, the lone man up top is the number 9. Asked to do a lot of doggy work up against Kuda and Maitamalo. Kasalovic has been good as the defensive centre mid today. Not an easy 3 to get through, especially on your own up top. Watch for Luke Castle in the second half to push more men forward. Of course, invites opportunity to get conceded against, but chasing the game, I'll have to open it up and try things. Gibson there with Ginn, and Philp first time up over the sideline it goes. Final 2 minutes of the first half. APIA Leichhardt 2 leading Hills United 0. Ben Gibson with his 18th of the season in the second minute. Jack Stewart made it 2-0 with his 12th in the 24th. And there your goal scorers in this opening half. Here's Frangie now. Can hit it from distance. Anthony Frangie. Well, he picked out that far corner. Had Alexander Parks on his skates. Couldn't find the target that time, but you don't want to give him space. Anthony Frangie over the years has scored some goals at goal of the season-esque like. Simmons at his pace. Gibson dropping. Looks to play Jordan in, and in fact it's Caspers. Cuts it back for Gibson. Beautiful football from APIA. But a wonderful save from Ryan Wood. Well, they played the 1-2 through to centre. And they almost got their rewards for the third, but Ryan Wood with a fabulous save, keeping that one out. And they look to keep the blowtorch on, approaching half-time here, APIA. The numerical advantage. The 2-goal cushion buffer at the moment can send the numbers forward. Trying to find the third. Armson with the corner. Delivers this one in. Near post he goes. Awkward bounce away by Mako. And his first. Askew on the rise. And that one always rising. Dakota Askew looking to find his second of the season. Couldn't hit the target that time. I'm sure the Hills United side will look to hold on to half-time. If they can't pinch one, at least go in 2-0 down. It's a monumental mountain, trailing 2 with 10 men, but they pinch one back early in the second half. You never know what could happen. But at the moment, APIA writing their own script. Askew across to Kuda, has ample space, can drive this one up over the halfway line. Instead, he tried to zing that one low and hard to Rory Jordan. Didn't quite get the connection on it, Petrados. And that's Dimmy. Frangie near, goes to his brother Maki. Frangie now. Petrados wanted it back. That was Maki back, and they go from left to right. Here's Philp. Simmons in front of him. Plays the diagonal ball in, the angled ball into Akubo. Couldn't get that first touch close enough to him to maintain possession. They play out again over the top, and they almost were able to transition there. Tommy Mako stepping up, winning it back for Hills. Askew. Kasalovic. Stewart wants it, and he's on his bike, and so too is Jordan Lane. We'll get there ahead of Stewart, and he heard the call from Jack Stewart, Jordan Lane, and he was on his skates quickly. Kubo. Double team there. He'll do well to hold on to it. Just a little too much of Michael Kuda's hands over his back. Wins himself a free kick, and they can slow it down. Try and take the heat out of it. There's a time added on here at Lambert Park. APIA Leichhardt 2 leading Hills United 0. Will Gotsis with you. Can they make it 3 now through Gibson? Inside the 18-yard box he goes. Gibson looks to cut it back. Dinks it delightfully. And Jack Armson gets his goal. Ben Gibson gets the assist. APIA with 3. Champagne football here at Lambert Park. Well, it was beautiful football from APIA Leichhardt. Ben Gibson from goal scorer turns provider. And just like that, a beautiful ball in, well weighted. And the connection perfect from Jack Armson. And they got 3, and they're going to be hard to run down now. That's Jack's 10th of the campaign, so he reaches double figures as well. Gibson with 18. Short with a dozen. And ladies and gentlemen, it's half-time here at Lambert Park. The Waratah Cup champions humming along at the break, leading 3-0. Their goal scorers in the first half. In the second minute, they opened the scoring. Ben Gibson made it 1-0 with a beautiful finish past Ryan Wood. Jack Stewart doubled it in the 24th minute. And into time added on, Jack Armson, after a delightful run from Ben Gibson, put it on a plate for Jack Armson, found him there third. And up against a 10-man Hills United, you feel like the scoring hasn't finished here at Lambert Park. But at the halftime break, Will Gotts is with you tonight. My final call, glad to have you on board. It's the home side humming along. APIA Leichhardt 3, leading Hills United 0 on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. We'll take a short break and come back for a big second 45 minutes. Can Hills United find a way back in? Or will APIA Leichhardt keep the accelerator down? All to play here at Lambert Park, half-time in this round 29 clash. It's APIA 3 leading Hills 0. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lambert Park for the second half. Round 29 action of New South Wales Premier League men's. As Kelly Jones blows time on to start the second half. APIA in possession. And switch across to Rory Jordan. Some substitutions at half-time. Nick Azzoni's come on for APIA. Sean Simmons has made his way off the field. The first shot in from Jack Stewart. And Cam Philp has made his way off, and young Samuel O'Connor has made his way on for Hills United. No fourth officials board, but they look like the substitutions that did happen at half-time. Tommy Mako's just dropped back into the heart of the defence now for Hills United. And Nick Azzoni playing on the left for Sean Simmons in his second half. Here's Jordan looking for Gibson. Away. Kuda there with a Kubo. He's Sepping. Sepping again, will get there ahead of Jordan. Philp forward. Looking for Petrados. That's Marky Petrados in front of us. Michael Kuda comes away with it. Kasalovic for Stewart. Overlapping is Dakota Askew. Plays it out in the path of him, and Askew will get there ahead of Jordan Lane. And they played away. Eddie Caspers with a shot. Rasping shot it was, and gets the fingertips to it. Ryan Wood with a second offering. Back to Anthony Frangi's the player that's come off at half-time. Cameron Philp will still stay on the right. Here he is now for Sepping. Held up by Jordan. Petrados through for Kubo. As he's tracked across by Dakota Askew now. Kubo twisting, turning, gets to the other side of him and cuts it back. Looking for Maki Petrados. His brother Dimmy there. Held up by Armson and Caspers alike. They recycle the ball out to the right now. Cameron Philp. Sepping. Well read by Azzoni, but Sepping wins it back. Philp. Lachlan Sepping. Thinks that one forward. A nice ball it is for Kubo on the turn, and the block there from Michael Kuda. It was a inviting ball in from Lockie Sepping. Kubo on the turn. Hills with the first opportunity of the second half. Trailing 3-0, but looking to get on the score sheet early. Parks, two-handed fist away, and falls nicely for Stewart. He can just play it down the line to Caspers. The lane there looks to hold him up. They'll just reclaim their shape. The shift across from Askew finds Azzoni. Nicholas with the ball now. Plays in a tight area, and Gibson did well. He's going to use his strength to win the ball. Double team there with Philp and Ginn. Throwing taken quickly by Azzoni. Gibson gets around Philp. Cuts back inside onto his right. Tried to drift that one in for Jack Armson like he did in the first half, where Armson got the third into injury time. Time added on. Beautiful volley off a delightful chip from Gibson. Himself the scorer of the first tonight. Up to 18 for the campaign, the former Sydney FC youngster. What a great acquisition he's been this year for Sydney. Hello to David Moyer and family tuning in tonight. George and Louis. Big APIA fans. Very happy at half-time. Leading 3-0. Still a job to do, but in the driver's seat at the moment, David. Here's Askew. Petrados comes back to win it for Hills. Mikey turning the ball off his brother there, Dimmy, but it was well read by Caspers. Gibson. Tommy Mako away to safety for Hills United, but the ball now with APIA as they look to camp inside Hills half. 11 against 10. The sending off in the first half of Daniel Petkovsky with a double yellow. Need to rely on results if they're to stay up this year. Hills United, of course, one of the sides they're competing with. Sutherland Sharks just 2 points in front of them with a round to play. They went down 1-0 to St George City, so at the moment, if they can spring the upset on the final day against Blacktown City, they may well still stay up. Armstrong with the corner. Looking for Matamala. Strong header in and ball from Michael Cooter. He gets number 2 of the year. APIA's 4th. Well, a variation in the corner. Jack Armstrong found Matamalo. A wonderful ball in. Found Michael Cooter. Wrong-footed. Ryan Wood in goals. APIA get 4. And they look to continue on in the vein we saw midweek. Home final beckons for them Wednesday week. They will finish in the top 4, APIA. Michael Cooter gets his 2nd of the campaign. Today playing as the central defender. But the skipper put it on a plate for him, Waitamalo. Always difficult to stop when you're heading the ball across the keeper, and that's what Michael Cooter did there to get the first goal of the second half for APIA. And APIA fans will be happy with what they're seeing tonight. Dominant side throughout the first 45 minutes, and with a numerical advantage, Hills will do well to keep them at bay in this second half, even at 4-0. That's no disrespect to Hills United. Here's Jack Stewart on the shot. That's come off the crossbar. It was teed up nice for him there, Jack Stewart. Got some venom into that one. Off the top of the crossbar, it skidded. Ryan Wood couldn't have done anything about it. 4 almost became 5, and Hills United chasing something out of this game. They are going to open themselves up in this second half, but no point dying wondering for Luke Castley's side. Casper's delightful again. Armstrong with a heavy first touch. Mack go away to safety bit. Only as far as Askew. Stewart. Lane in front of him again. Cuts in behind, and it's a nice ball for Gibson as they stream inside the box. He looks to get the face ball across. Gets a deflection. And the corner for Apia. Well, they're loading up in the box there, Armstrong. Casper's trailing Jordan far post. Hills kept them at bay, but for how long? I've got this with you tonight for my final call. NPL New South Wales men's on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. It's APIA in stellar form. Early on in the second half, the header in. And that time it was Michael Cooter again. Looking for number 2 off the head. As he trots back to halfway line. Sepping. Kubo. Petrados. Again, Armstrong working hard in the centre of the park. Wins it back for Apia. Can play at their pace in this second half, and when they transition, watch for them to do so quickly. Lane doing a great job on that far side. Not easy to mark one of the best attackers. Wide-sided players in the competition, Jack Stewart, but he's done well. Matamalo will keep this one in and they'll play out, try and pry Hills out of their shape. Look for them perhaps to transition through the middle if they can find that pathway. Blocked at the moment, but the switch across to the left. Azoni will keep it in. Jordan in front of him, to his left. Cuts in field, looking for some runners. Finds Armstrong. Kaspers for Kasalovic. Askew. Stewart again with Lane, and again concedes the corner on the far side. Dakota Askew. So just got back in the neck of time ahead of Akubo. Kasalovic for Jordan. Zone just playing as a centre back at the moment. Maitamalo jogging back into position, and he'll get the ball from Azoni now on the far right hand side, and Askew checks infield looking for the ball. They play sideways again. Happy to keep possession more than anything else. Play the angles. Azoni now for Askew, and he can take it up over the halfway line for APIA. Zings it out to Stewart. Again, he looks to cut inside lane. Caspers. Hills dropping deeper. APIA dropping further downfield. Beautiful ball over the top from Caspers for Stewart. Cries a handball. The referee points for a corner. Well, I'd love to see that one again. Can't see that on replay and commentary. It looked like a hand. Cam Wright, one of the best in the business on the far side, saying arm was in a natural position as he explains it to Armson. Of course, the assistants lined up with the mics, with the referees. Maitamalo just jumped a little too early there, Maitamalo. I love that flap cross in from a corner at set pieces. When you've got the players that can get on the end of it, why not? Takes the time away from the defenders defensively. It's Petratos. 1v1 now with Jordan over on that far side. Jordan does his job. Sees it go over the sideline for a throw. Hills United with possession. Petratos losing out. Is on there now. Caspers can transition. Plenty of yellow shirts behind the balls. They'll find a way, APIA. Out to Stewart now. A flat ball in, looking for Gibson. Away by Ginn. Lane finds O'Connor. Sepping. Philp. Sepping. O'Connor there in the centre of the park, called for it and received it. He's looking for the ball now. He's Philp in front of me. This is better possession from Hills. Jimmy Petratos. Shift across the Jordan lane. Down the line, looking for Kubo. Again, Kuda there, but he can only hold him up as Kubo gets to the ball first. The back heel looking for the overlapping run or the under run from Jordan lane. And we're going to see some substitutes here for Hills United. So Jimmy Petratos is going to make his way off. Maki Petratos as well as Lockie Sepping. Lopez. Belcardi. And wait for the Jamal Belcardi, one of the players on. Wade Giovanali, the other, and Thomas Lopez. It does appear the three that have come on. All out attack now, trailing 4-0. See if they can pinch one, maybe two, and then go from there. O'Connor forward. They give away the ball. Armson breaks up that play from Hills. Giovanali working hard in the centre of the park to win it back, but it's up here through Armson, and now Dakota Askew. Michael Kuda. Caspers for APIA. A foul there on Dakota Askew by Giovanali. The transgressor. Almost at the 15-minute mark, the hour mark of the game. 15 minutes into this second half, half an hour to play. APIA Leichhardt 4, leading Hills United 0. And it's a 10-man Hills after Daniel Petkovsky received a double yellow in quick succession. Stewart. Something tells me he's not finished scoring tonight. Here's Azoni. Stewart again. Good defence from Byron Ginn there. Michael Cooter. All the way back to Parks. There's no Bazanas tonight after that Waratah Cup victory. Alexander Parks with an opportunity to play some first-team football at the back of the APIA 11. Cooter. Yeah, the call there from Nick Azoni, man coming. Good teamwork there from the number 41 for APIA just to see what was in behind. Of course, players use their mirrors pretty well, but you always got to help your teammates out as that skids off and switch of play there from Kasalovic. Azoni can't keep it in. Phil looks to take it quickly down the line. Belcardi. Sporting the gloves in front of us, Jamal Belcardi. Here he is. That one just comes off his chest. Michael Cooter for APIA. Dakota Askew. A little sloppy there, well read by Giovanali. The back heel now for Caspers, and they're pressing to try and win the ball back. And throw in just inside Hills United's half for APIA. They look to take it quickly. Lancaster. That was O'Connor with a nod down. Cries of free kick. Referee Kelly Jones right there. Says play on, and APIA's going to transition quickly now through Armson. The shift across to Jordan. Gibson the target in the middle of the 18-yard box. Still going Jordan. The ball in for Jack Armson. He can't get his toe on the end of it. Well, I had to be careful there with the runners. Ben Gibson first made his run in, and behind him was Jack Armson. And we're going to see a double substitution from Franco Parisi's side. Jack Stewart after a great shift tonight. He makes way for Alex Denmead. Another great shift from Stewart. Got a goal himself, the second of the night. Take him to 12 this year. And we're going to see the end of Rory Jordan as well. So Kambayashi on and Alex Denmead on for APIA. Kambayashi will just slide in on over on that right-hand side. And Denmead as one of the attackers. Here he is in front of us, the number 30. He tracks across. Cam Philp in front of him. Belcardi with the touch. Azoni comes away with it. Good strength from the APIA left back. Finds Askew. Kambayashi. Fresh legs for APIA. Former Manly United star coming across this year. One of the many signings for APIA Leichhardt. He's been a great signing, Sar Kambayashi. Real energy about this squad as they loom towards finals, and they'll be in the finals with a home final all but secured after tonight's win. Dink over the top. Gibson still chasing. Chases in vain as he sees that one go out for a Hills United goal kick. Sydney Olympic. Looks like it's just wrapped up full time. Defeated Western Sydney Wanderers 4-1 after APIA. Sorry, Western Sydney Wanderers pegged it back at the end of the first half, but Callum Niemanhoff with a red card made it difficult. And they went on the job with the second half, a brace to Roy O'Donovan, a brace to Ollie Pufflett. Their 4 goals. They won't play finals football, but they'll be near enough. Here's Gibson now, can make it 5. Well, Woodstall stood tall there. Ran out of angle there, Ben Gibson. Trying to find his way on the score sheet again. Got the first of the night, can he get the second? That might be the last for them. Armson again. Caspers. Back four, very deep back four at the moment as Hills drop behind the ball, and it's a matter of time before they score. Cries a handball again. Caspers fighting to win it back. Has only put his head where only brave players do, but Belcardi sends this one up forward for Lopez, and Lopez will just watch Matamalo play out. Kambayashi around lane, and Kambayashi's off and gone. Will the ball stay in? No, he was headed towards the 18-yard box there. Saya Kambayashi just trickled out on the far side. Lane with the throw. Up towards Lopez. Broken up that time by Askew, but the second ball finds its way to Giovanali. Cam Philp. Fakubo in front of us. Dropping a little bit deeper, getting on the ball. A beautiful ball in it was for Giovanali. First time for Belcardi. An opportunity to try and get around Kuda. Here he is, Belcardi again on his left, and just some pressure there from Caspers put him off. Scuffed his shot. Hands in the air, he's saying, what do you want me to do? Just lost his footing there at the wrong time, Jamal Belcardi. Of course, the brother Bilal at Manly. Talented family. Michael Kuda got his compass wrong there. Might need to take some science lessons in the off-season or some geometry classes, Michael Kuda. Kasalovic. Askew. They haven't finished yet, APIA. They put on a show for their fans tonight. We've got this with you behind the mic. My final call here at Football New South Wales. What a run it's been over the last 20 or so years. Face ball in, this time for Denmead, and too much pace on that one. Zinged in by Dakota Askew. Best NPL competition in the land. Daylight's second, if you ask me. You don't need to ask me. You can ask anyone that watches the NPL football around the grounds and around the states. So many experienced players in the league, players coming back from A-League, the youngsters getting their opportunity when the National Second Division does come in the next few years. Wonderful nursery it is, football here in the state. And so good to see some of these youngsters on show for APIA tonight. Here's Armson. Askew. Kambayashi, Lane there, well read by Jordan Lane again. He's been asked for a big shift. And number 12 over on that far side. That's with Kasalovic now. Driving through the middle third. Kambayashi with some space. Lane again in front of him. Looks to burn him on the outside. Sayar Kambayashi. The ball in, the block it was from Tommy Mako. And some relieving pressure from Jordan Lane. Sees the throw to APIA. They take it quickly. Kambayashi. Eddie Caspers. Former Bulls Academy product. Loving life here at Lambert Park in 2024. Alex Denmead looking for the shot, the block. Plenty of maroon shirts around. The referee is going to check on the Hills player there. Stayed down after a strong shot it was from Denmead. Hard to see who the player was. His number obscured from us. So just recapping the round thus far. Sutherland Sharks 0, St George City 1, the earlier game. Sydney Olympic have just beaten Western Sydney Wanderers 4-1. Of course, APIA 4-0 up in this one. Ben Gibson in the second minute opened the scoring for APIA. Jack Stewart made it 2 in the 24th. Hills United reduced to 10 men in the 33rd with the sending off of Daniel Pitkowski. Jack Armson made it 3-0 into time added on at the end of the first half, and 6 minutes into the second half, Michael Kuda for a wonderfully orchestrated corner. Jack Armson found Maitamalo, nodded it back for Michael Kuda to head home from about 7 yards out. That's been the scoring so far tonight. But a win that's going to see APIA finish in the top 4 and a home semi Wednesday week. Who will they play? Still up in arms and over the top it goes. I think that time from Denmead looking for Jack Armson. Of course, Blacktown City tomorrow, if they can knock off Marconi, they'll go back up to 54. So to go down, APIA with a superior goal differential. Gibson, can he get there? A foul from Gibson. So with the scores locked the way they are at the moment, APIA on 54 in third, plus goal difference of 30. Blacktown City plus 24. They can catch back up to APIA on 54 if they're to knock off Marconi tomorrow. If they don't, well, barring a monumental collapse on the final day, APIA will finish in third and Blacktown in fourth. But it won't matter because APIA will be guaranteed a home semi regardless. And Blacktown City are far superior goal differential to St George City, who've also played their 29th game. So while they're on 51 each, worst case result for Blacktown is they finish fourth. So they too will get a home semi-final. Gibson with a dragon turn. For the back heel there for Armson. Outside of the foot from Eddie Caspers. Tried the audacious, why not? Leading 4-0. Buoyed by the Waratah Cup success midweek, their 6th title in the time-honoured competition of New South Wales football. As Franco Parisi said, they were there to play sexy football, and that they did, and they've continued on their merry way tonight. Caspers, Kuda, first time under pressure he was there from Lopez, so Lancaster sends it forward. O'Connor. Oh, that's good work from Cam Philp. Tamalo. Askew just playing the triangles at the moment. The APIA side. Conserve some energy. Just on 17 minutes of this game to go. As we're about to hit 73 minutes in. No scoreboard tonight, but keeping track of time. Gibson. The ball in for Denmead. Can he get there? No, he can't. Again, Ginn in front of him. Lane looks to keep it in. Can't do so on the far side. Those of you just tuning in, the Hills players, it's not an extended bench, it's the under-20s. This game will follow first grade tonight at 7:30. So if you're in the area, come on down to watch APIA up against Hills in the under-20s at 7:30. Or if you're in the area now, perhaps duck in for the last few minutes. So APIA wrap this one up in impressive fashion. Kambayashi. Denmead with a shot. We found that half a yard there. Alex Denmead looked to tee himself up, and he did that. Had eyes for that top corner. Shift of weight there, always seeing the ball rise. Of course, getting an opportunity last week against Sydney FC to start off the bench tonight. Another youngster coming through the system here at APIA Leichhardt. The youth travelling so well this year. Happy place for the players to be in 2024. Kasalovic, Kambayashi, he's got the running on Lane. Lane will do well to get back and match him. Kambayashi sends that one into Foster Street almost. I think his legs were going too quick. So Kambayashi couldn't measure the ball in. Ryan Wood with the goal kick up towards Maitamalo, strong in the air, always going to win that ahead of Lopez. O'Connor forward. Here he is again. Samuel O'Connor for Belcardi. Belcardi gets away from Azoni. Azoni limps away, but back into position. Maitamalo breaks it up. Lopez was in behind him, and he needed to because Lopez was in on goal. Kasalovic. Look to play out tight. Kuda there just was hoping for the run of Kasalovic down the line. He couldn't quite get there, and Sunday Yona's going to come on for Hills United. What will be their final substitution of the night. Your Kubo make way. And he's gone off behind the APIA goal, and on comes the former Western Sydney Wanderer, Sunday Yona. Armstrong. He's been fantastic today, close to the best on the park. Jack Armstrong in the middle of the park. See, got an opportunity early on and then went to Bonnyrigg, but nice to see him back here at Hills. Well, this one, the heat going out of it, you would think from Hills just resigned to the fact they're going to have to come down to the last day of the season to escape relegation, and what a battle that'll be. That'll be no holds barred up against Blacktown City. Kasalovic gets the throw on the far side. There's one of the APIA players there just asking Kelly Jones a question or two. This one's whipped in, and it almost made its way to Denmead. Gibson still now. Azoni. That one's definitely gone into Foster Street. Well, having shots from everywhere now, APIA. Hills United are inviting them. Sitting with a really low block. As a 7-4-7 goes over the top of us here at Lambert Park. One of the most boutique football stadiums in the land. Refurbished synthetic pitch. Fantastic football being played on it at present. Here's Denmead. Kambayashi wants it. He's played it in behind him. He's done well to somehow get it in front of him. Again, the far post ball looking for Gibson. Could knot it down on the chest. Big Gibson! Well, the block came across from Cam Philp. And Philp now will just play this one down the line, looking for Belcardi. Kasalovic comes across. Breaks down the play for Hills United. Philp with the throw for Yona. Kasalovic there. Yona is one of the quickest players you'll see in NPL football. I'm not kidding you. If you can get into the clear, you'll see what I mean. The diagonal ball off to Gibson, and as tall as he is, well, he's managed to keep it in, and in the end played off him by Cam Philp for the goal kick. I was going to say, as tall as he is, fantastic if he could keep that one in. He did that. Cam Philp with some good defensive work. And substitution now for APIA going off. Eddie Caspers, another great shift from him. Coming on, Anthony Sparacino. And Maitamalo going off. And Massarola going on in the heart of the defence. Sparacino play a little higher up in that DCM role. And Massarola will be in the heart of the defence with Kuda for the duration of this one. And some of Franco Parisi stars get a break. Been a busy schedule for them. 11 games in 34 or so days. Kambayashi. Again, the ball in, looking for Gibson, the low ball. And again, another clearance from Byron Ginn. Approaching the final 10 minutes of this one here at Lambert Park. All got us with you tonight. What is my last call? Calling NPL New South Wales men's a fantastic run it's been. I'll get a chance for one more goal here from APIA. Armson with the corner. Again the low, looking for Sparacino. The head in, off the line. From Jordan Lane, still with APIA. Kuda. That's a roller there, couldn't fall for him. Away to safety for the moment. Sundayona will try and use his speed, and Kasalovic does well. Can't get around him, Sundayona. Belcardi across to Lane. Massive thank you once again to Mark Stavroulakis and the team for the 10 plus years calling NPL New South Wales men. Also, would be remiss of me not to mention the APIA club who gave me the first opportunity in ground announcing, and I went from there, and Nicholas Kutniak and Julian Dorr gave me the opportunity on radio. Got to call A-League men's and women's, Socceroos and Matildas. So to you guys, thank you so much. I'll never forget the time together. The ball in for Lopez, makes it 4-1. Well, they get on the board, and they deserve the goal tonight. Beautiful ball in it was from Belcardi. Lomas finds the back of the net, Thomas Lopez. Reduces the deficit. It's 4-1 here at Lambert Park. Well, they've toiled hard tonight. Just outclassed by this APIA side. They deserve to get on the score sheet. They pull one back. So, opportunity now maybe just pull another one back. Yes, Nicholas, I remember the first time Matty Connellan drafted me into the radio commentary at Parramatta. Here's Lopez though, trying to hold on, no more goals. There's the call from the sideline. Yeah, it's been a wonderful ride. Never ever thought growing up as a kid, I'd never get the opportunity to call games. It's Kasalovic. Had some good times over the years. That's some wonderful people. Even when you talk to the coaches, the players, the officials, the fans that you've got to meet over the years, and we'll still see you guys in the years ahead, but just as a spectator like you are now. But I'll be watching every game as I do every week. Beautiful competition. Kids myself play the game, hoping to one day make their way to be good enough to play NPL football. I've always said to my oldest, who's 13 now, if you can make it to NPL football, in my eyes, you'll make it as a football. Anything above and beyond is a bonus. You need some luck along the way, right place, right time, injuries, effort, all those things. But NPL, if you can make NPL men's, you're an absolute cracking footballer. And anyone that's ever played a top flight, my hat's off to you. Here's Kambayashi. Kasalovic. He's been great in the engine room as well tonight. Sparacino. Kambayashi. Lane again. Jeez, he's going to have sleep well tonight. Jordan Lane deserves an ice bath at the end of this 90 minutes. 4-1's the score. Just tuning in. APIA Leichhardt headed for another victory and solidifying. Michael Kuda there. 30 out. Ambitious. This win will see APIA at the very worst finish in fourth, but with a superior goal difference to Blacktown City. If Blacktown City go down tomorrow, they'll have that spot wrapped up into the final week, but regardless, a home semi-final, and any of the top 6 sides on their day can beat each other, so they won't worry who they play. To win the competition, they have to beat whoever's in their way. Obviously Rockdale, Marconi, Blacktown, big hitters as well, St George City. So you don't know. Deadmead. Philp comes off him last as the 20s from the APIA and Hills United sides warm up on the far side. Ahead of the conclusion of this one, which we'll see the under-20s played tonight. Mazzoni just plays that one off. Belcardi couldn't get the angle of the ball to Kasalovic, and he's happy to So with Wollongong Wolves playing tomorrow, anything short of a victory, and they're relying on a result. Sydney United to go down. They will be in finals football. That's a big one tomorrow. Wolves up against Spirit. A win for Wolves will see them go up to 46, Olympic 42. So that will have the finals and the top 6 wrapped up. In what order, we'll wait to see on the final round. But if Wollongong can get the job done tomorrow, in McLennan up against NWS Spirit. There's your top 6 done and dusted for the year. In what order? But Rockdale, Marconi, APIA, Blacktown, St George City and Sydney United. Of course, Sydney United play Manly, so they are relying on Manly to upset Sydney United. Wollongong Wolves. So a lot of permutations to happen tomorrow. Denmead with a shot again, the block from Philp. Still with Apia. Sparacino. Kasalovic. Kambayashi. Well, he just couldn't drag the weight of his feet back onto the other direction there. Kambayashi was drifting nearer, not expecting that ball over the top. And this one wraps up. Don't forget the 2 games currently being played. Marconi and Blacktown City 0-0 through 13. St George FC up against Central Coast Mariners. A big one for Central Coast Mariners. 29 points, but a win will, or any result will guarantee them survival. Don't forget a big Sunday coming up tomorrow. Stay tuned for the rest of the action. It's Apia now. Transitioning downfield, looking for Gibson again, and again reads it well. Another big shift from the number 9 up top for Apia tonight. O'Connor. Belcardi. Giovanali, nice ball in behind, finds Belcardi. Kuda stays, delays, allows Sparacino to get back. Sparacino just cutting across the path of Belcardi, had the running, so also can't win the game, Hills United. The chance to find a second here from this set piece. Giovanali will measure the ball in. Kelly Jones, the referee, will walk back 10 yards and hit the 3-man Apia wall that Alex Parks is setting up. The extended 10-minute and a half of regulation, and there'll be some time added on, some substitutions in the second half with the benches emptied. Giovanali whips that one in, looking for Yona. Can't find the target there, Sunday Yona, but a tasty ball in from Giovanali. Kuda got the armband now on with Watamalo getting a well-earned rest. Coming back from injury and getting on the park for the cup. It stitches out. Spotted the handband and the armband tonight. Watamalo straight back into the heart of defence and strong as always. Kambayashi still going, but Giovanali put him off. Lane won it back. Belcardi, Azoni just eyes on the player. Looking to press higher up the field. Nick Azoni. Good to see him getting lots of first-team action football. Nick Azoni saw him coming through the youth system here. Always does the job for Franco Parisi and Davey DePuzzo. Whenever asked, however many minutes utilised, the great clubman, number 41. O'Connor. Just dinked down the line by Philp. He was hoping that O'Connor had made that run forward. Continue on with the run. Azoni breaks it up. They go infield again, direct through the middle of the park. Armson, Gibson can roll it out. Lane out of position. Marco there just holds up the option to go out to Kambayashi. Armson there. We'll get there ahead of Ginn, but Ginn has to concede the corner. He's already over there, Jack Armson. He's just going to walk to the corner. I think he's gesturing to Dakota Askew, perhaps for the short corner. And there he goes. Dakota Askew gets the ball, gets the better angle in on the ball in. Away by Hills. Belcardi now. Can they transition? There's plenty of maroon shirts behind. This time, Kambayashi comes across to the left. Picks out Massarola. Dakota Askew. Can they find the exclamation mark with the fifth? Dakota Askew with a step over. Again, the block. Again, another corner for APIA. The corners have been aplenty tonight. Armson again. Some more practice. This time, I think Hills will be alert to the short corner. Maybe a different variation. You can see him talking to Dakota Askew again. Sundayona is making his way across. That's not going to be an option. With the speed that Sundayona's got, this one will be measured right into the heart of the 18-yard box for APIA. Low and hard it is. Away by Ginn. Belcardi forward, looking for Lopez. Askew just plays it down to Azoni, and they can go through the middle third. The skipper, Kuda. Sparacino. Kambayashi. Dakota wanted it, called for it. You could hear him say, Sayo. He gave it to him. Dakota Askew. Kambayashi lining it up. He gets an opportunity now, creating the space, and Ryan Wood cuts it off at the near post. Into time added on. Here at Lambert Park, APIA Leichhardt 4, Hills United 1. And Alex Denmean really needed to do better there. I think the defenders put him off, but it fell on a plate for him. Couldn't find the near post. Inside that near post, wide of the goal. It may well be the last attack of the game for either of these two sides as this game peters out. APIA securing a top 4 berth and home final with this victory tonight. Wood with a goal kick up over the halfway line it goes. Sparacino, Kasalovic, Giovanali. Kasalovic wins it back. Armson, they peel left, they peel right, looking for Gibson. Tommy Mako driving, looking for yellow shirts. Can go to the left. He goes himself and is taken down by Sparacino. He's going to get a yellow card for that. I didn't really see too much in it. Plenty of purple shirts around, maroon shirts. Sparacino gets the yellow. Third for APIA tonight. Aside from the double booking for Petkovsky, as Belcardi tries his luck from distance. Ladies and gentlemen, for one last time, where it started, where it ended here at Lambert Park. Will Gotts is with you on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. APIA Leichhardt 4 have defeated Hills United 1. APIA solidifying a spot and a home final in the top 4 with another victory tonight. They played some sexy football, as Franco Parisi calls it. Hills United, they'll need to win on the last day and hope for some results to stay up in NPL men's competition next year. All to play for in the final week, pending results. It's been a pleasure calling all the action for you this year and throughout the last 10-plus years. To Mark Stavroulakis and the team, thank you for your support. APIA Leichhardt and Mario Rossetti for giving me the chance all those years ago, getting into commentating. To all the coaches, players, officials, fans, parents, thank you. And to my family, my wife, Rachel, my kids, Isaac, Charlotte, and Thomas, thank you for allowing me the time away to do something that I love. It's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. Until next time, when I see you around the grounds, over and out from Lambert Park, where it's ended, APIA Leichhardt 4, defeating Hills United 1.